Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So I'm popping on to pull us a Sacred Rebels Oracle for the collective. We're going to find out what's going on for you, get you a midweek message regarding your current situation. Let's get you some guidance at this time. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's our deck of cards. We're ready. Let's get a message for the collective at this time. Find out what's going on for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Let's check in and get some midweek guidance. I mean, we're almost at the end of the week at this rate. So yeah, let's get some guidance for the collective. What's the current energy, please? What's the most significant energy, or what's the most significant guidance necessary for the collective at this time? Okay, cards literally just popped itself out. So we have card 37. Card 37, focus on the light. Okay, so you are focused on the light. You are very focused on the light. In the world, not of the world. Like you are your own creation. You are your own creation. You see art and beauty. Perhaps you make art and beauty out of the things that you see in nature. In the world, not of the world. Focus on the light. Just like my last video, go for a walk with me. Dream a beautiful dream. You have to trust yourself. You may feel sometimes that your ideas are a bit wild and a bit far out there. You have to trust your ideas. Okay. Follow your own rhythm. Trust what's coming to you. Trust your own guidance, because within you there is a creation that's being born, that's being birthed. It needs you to guard it vigilantly. A sacred fool. You are a sacred warrior, taking new steps on a new journey, perhaps a journey that's not yet been taken. It's one that's beyond normal, going beyond normal. You need to trust the idea that, and the ideas that come to you. Trust that they're not so far out there that they can't inspire. Every journey starts with a single step. Focus on the light. Focus on the light. This is today's message, everybody. We have card 37 and card 34. Okay. A tremendous force of light is gathering around you. It is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. As your intention grows, so does the light. As the light grows, so does your intention. Magic wants to happen for you now. The synchronicity, perfect timing, opportunities, and information that are needed will seem to be drawn right to your door. You may start to feel as if you cannot walk outside without stumbling into something helpful, wonderful, and inspiring. You might be startled as this interplay of light with your heart evokes many new successes and attracts an abundance of opportunities your way. You may need to adjust as the field of light grows stronger and its effect becomes more palpable. It may become, mm, it may bring rather dramatic improvements into your world. You may be uncomfortable or feel out of your depth with these changes. This would be understandable, but it would be a shame for you to hold on to that resistance for anything more than a brief moment. Any resistance or fear will inhibit the continuing free flow of the light so that it can manifest its beauty through you in the physical world where it is needed. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord without making it mean anything too personal. Simply let it be the workings of the great light of love flowing through a pure heart and touching the world. Even if the light that is drawn to you and flows through you has some dazzling effects, you don't have to get caught up in it. Doing so might start you worrying that you aren't worthy or that you are unable to keep up. This worry will constrict possibilities rather than allowing the free flow of the light. You have permission simply to be appreciative of the light and to enjoy it as you continue to focus on what really matters, the pure intention of your heart and your desire to create. If you are not sure what this means or how it would look on a practical level, consider this example. A service-oriented business becomes very successful financially and gains considerable commercial power, which can be used to help promote its message or assist other organizations in gaining exposure to the public. Of course, that power could be used in less pure ways, such as boosting personal ego rather than promoting the agenda of the heart. Power games and politics might start erupting as the people grab for their share, and suddenly the purity of the project begins to crumble. Sometimes success can be like a powerful mirror and a shining searchlight as it shows up to what was already within someone or a group of people. Under the spotlight of success, it is more intense, amplified, and obvious. This can give us an opportunity to sow the seeds of our own destruction or to work on what arises from a heart centered perspective to create a firmer foundation that supports even greater attainment. How would that work in this example? By returning attention to the heart of why the business was started in the first place. It is wise to maintain focus on the pure, original motivation for the work rather than shifting course to focus on money or influence. The latter are not bad per se, but they are a rather different vibration, focused on personal gain rather than the heart centered contribution. When focus shifts from the heart, the underlying energy of any creative project can become contaminated with lower vibrational forces such as fear, which is behind greed, for example. If this is not rectified, that business or creative project will begin to change. It will lose the luster of its original purpose that made it so attractive and magnetic to the light. Its continued ability to grow as a light in the world is diminished. It may end up becoming just another corporate machine, successful according to more conventional measures or not. The genuine, heart-centered success that creates a win-win field of energy for all involved can only be attained, nurtured, and expanded when those creating the project or business remain focused on the purity of their own original intentions. This oracle brings an assurance of success of the highest order, not just commercially, but from the heart. It will manifest as a highly valuable offering to the world. This applies to a project, endeavour, or organisation in which you are involved. Your heart will help you realise which group or project it applies to. It may be more than one. However, you must stay focused. Enjoy the glittering lights of success, but don't be distracted by them. Stay on point with what you want to create and why. Stay true to yourself. This oracle also brings another message. Don't be distracted by other paths around you at this time, as you are too close to succeeding on the one you are on now. Diluting your energies in the pursuit of too much will slow down your success, and the world needs your light to shine sooner rather than later. In time, you may diversify and explore other ways to express yourself, but for now, build on what you are working on and know that success is coming swiftly. In the world, not of the world. So know this. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public, but it does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it feel like? What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an implicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed, so that all may be accomplished. It is at an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defences, layer by layer, and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle comes as a message to you at this time. Sometimes we need our defences. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organised, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much freer way. When you live as you intuitively, rather innately are, rather than how you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you. So let it come to you. The message is that you are shedding. It might be an identity. It might be a status symbol, such as a car, home, or suburb. And it could even be a socially admired relationship. You are shedding because no matter what the appearance of things, those old forms were too restricting for you. It is almost like your spirit was trying to walk about in shoes several sizes too small. They were starting to pinch. The seams were ripping, and eventually they would fall apart completely. Likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are that, that are failing you. Allow them to fall away. Likewise, let me repeat this. Likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are failing you, perhaps externally as well. Whether this seems to be your choice or not, make no mistake. It is your own spirit in cahoots with the loving spirit of life that has brought this situation about. So, you are being guided, indeed, to trust. You are being guided to trust. It says, if you have also drawn the oracle of trust yourself, then you are not only being guided to rely on life, but also on your own inner knowing, because at some level, you get it. You understand and know that this is all freeing you. After letting go, there comes a temporary emptiness that provides a greater space for fulfillment to come forth. So, trust yourself. Perhaps we are being guided to read Trust Yourself. It's card 31. You are being guided to trust yourself. You are wise. You know how to grow, even without knowing how you know. Like the ancient forests, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak. There is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable it literally shapes the world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. We can become unnecessarily anxious about our affairs and how life will unfold. This oracle brings the message that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it, even if you don't see it yet. Remember that so much is happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Below the earth, it is summoning up all the might, power, and force it needs to push above the topsoil and to burst up into the light. It is essential for anything good to happen later on. Yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. You are also being asked to trust in yourself. You know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You are doing a great job in this game of life. When you trust yourself, you relax, and you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages much more clearly and easily. This oracle comes with particular guidance. You have a big destiny this lifetime and much to experience. Sometimes you make the error of judging something that is unpleasant as negative or a mistake. It isn't. Remember, there are no mistakes. It's just part of your great hunger for experience. It doesn't mean you have to have a lot of it, but when you do, don't shame yourself for it. Simply let it be. Remember, it's just fertilizer for your next step on the path. It's all part of your life process, and it's all a sign of growth. This oracle is also telling you not to resist any points of instability in your life. This even applies to your most treasured relationships or creative projects. That instability is just a growing pain because more consciousness, more love, and more light wants to infiltrate and pervade all parts of your life. The instability is not a sign of sickness, but of growth. So don't fret. Instead, choose to flow and grow. Indeed. Choose to flow and grow. Trust yourself. Stay focused on the light. Let's close this reading out with a healing process. So if you would like to take part, then it says, imagine that a huge sunflower is following the sun from sunrise to sunset. Imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. That arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops down like a rainfall of energy from the golden orb of the sun. Imagine you can bathe in the vessel of golden energy. It feels good. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your own time, just open your eyes. And you have now completed your healing process. We have completed this evening's reading. So I hope you have found this message helpful, and I hope you have enjoyed tonight's reading. So thank you everybody for joining me. Much love. I will see you next time. Take care.